So, you're here for a very good reason. So, basically, this video is just going over what I think can be changed for Outcome Memories for the best. Alright? We have an agreement on that? Alright, we're gonna... Our first look is at Colossus, alright? The charge is, well, it's a charge. Colossus can do that. But, since I think charge should come back, once you slam a survivor into the wall, they go flying and all that. Once the survivor goes flying, no. When you use charge, you take a survivor, they go into the wall, and then they should take like maybe 25 damage, at least 25 damage just from the hit of the impact. But after, Colossus should have end lag for at least a second more. So once he smashes into the wall, you can't hit him, you can only wait 1 second after. And then, alright, so say I'm using charge, alright? I grab Sonic or something, and I take him here. And I think once Colossus, if he isn't carrying a survivor, but he slams into a wall 3 or 4 seconds after using charge, he should at least crash into the wall and have like a... You know, he should, you know, like in TD where he like goes back and gets stunned. That's what should happen. And that's a Colossus nerf right there. What else I think should be changed is for grab. The lunge, alright? It sends you forward, alright? The grab is pretty okay in my opinion. I don't see much change. But I think it should hit a 4th time, but that last 4th time should throw the survivor extra far away, and they get a speed boost to get away. So you get extra damage in, but you also have to go and catch up back to the survivor. Putting grab on, I don't know, 30-second cooldown, 32-second. And with charge, you slam into a wall, alright? You get stunned. But if you're having a survivor, if you're holding them and you slam into a wall, that survivor takes 25 or 30 hit damage, but after 1 second you are able to hit them with your M1. You're not able to fully hit them with your M1, securing a kill. You can't do that. Block is, well, it's balanced at least. The indicator, Colossus should still be allowed to run. He should be allowed to run at the same normal pace he usually has when using indicator. But which should highlight the survivors with their icons so you know which one is which. When I use an indicator, I don't know if that's Sonic, I don't know if that's Blaze, I don't know. But all around, this map isn't that big. What am I saying? This map is huge. This map is like on the biggest terms. And basically, there should be like a fence here, or like something to stop the survivor, and some like walls or something. And with that, like put some of this in the way, so Colossus will have an easier way to grab survivors. Like put some nets in here, put some nets, stop the survivors from getting out. Put like, for Colossus or any survivor that can get a killer, put like a killer wall or something. Only for the killers to go through. Like in Forsaken. I'm stealing a few ideas from them. This part isn't too bad. I think over here is the issue. You go super far up, but you can also just not do that, and then you can juke one around here, and then boom. What the hell is that? Anyway, you should only be able to go up. I'll demonstrate. So once you jump onto the spring, it will only, you can't move. You can't move, alright? You can't move like whatsoever. You're only able to go up, and then you can move. Then you can actually move around. But after that, you can't. Like after you're on this, after you're done like jumping up, you can't move, and then you can. What else? There's not much else in this, but I would prefer adding more areas for Colossus. Adding more, like, you know, stone walls for him to climb up, so he can get to higher vantage points. Because that would be a lot easier. Giving Colossus easier access to bigger areas of, well, Mystic Cave. And I think adding more nets to here, like so survivors only can go like one way, this way or that way. They can't go that way at all. Get what I'm saying? All right. There's not much else here, so I guess I'll just 13 seconds, I don't care. Add more netting areas. I can save OM, I know. Alright, I'll skip to the next map. Now, we're on to Green Hill this time. Whoa, this will be a fun one. This will be fun. Wow, where to begin with this map? Well, to start, the exit can spawn right there, though I don't see much significance with that, so I'll keep moving. This map is way too fucking big. This map is the biggest I've ever seen before. It has so many vantage points, and I think this every spring in this map should only send you one way. So once you go up it, see how I can't move right there? And now you can move. Like, once you get to the top, and then you can move. Right? Once you're at the top, at the highest point, then you can actually move onto the other platform. You can't just go wherever you want. And for, I'd say maybe down here, this area should probably be raised a bit higher. If you could raise it higher, so that would be less of a point for this huge spring, then that would make it so much easier. Because look at this. Dude, look at that. There's so much distance right there. Right there, and then you can move. Kind of like that. In this bridge. If you're going to make it, if you're going to be smart, you'd add invisible walls so you can't go this way. You can't just jump off like that. You can't do that. Add more invisible walls. It would be easier. And with Silver's little suspension thing, make it so it doesn't throw you really fucking far. Or at least it does. It would be a lot easier. But there should be more, maybe a wall here. A wall here would be a lot easier to navigate. But what I'm trying to say is that these maps need to be smaller. Getting rid of this whole area would make it smaller somehow. But this area right here is the big problem you OM devs have dug yourself in. Because you made this area, it is incredibly difficult to navigate. And with Colossus being so big, like this invisible wall right here, which isn't needed, by the way. In the springs here, they should do that, and then you can actually get onto the platform. You can't use your ability. You can only go onto there, and then you can use your ability afterwards. With Colossus... Alright, so I'm gonna use my charge here to get over to the other area. Alright, so this needs to be fixed. At least add one right here, like one of these things, and just place it right there. So you can actually climb up it and get to the survivor easier without having to do that. Because that is bullshit. That wastes so much damn time. And I get it. This is pretty scenic. It'd be also cool if you could go into these houses. What's the point of this? I don't get it. I mean, I guess it's okay for Colossus, but still. You OM devs have dug this hole, and you're going to have to fix it on your own. With my help, by the way. This whole area, it should just be closed off. Or at least some kind of barrier in the way. So make it like... You see how easy that is? Add more fencing. Higher fences. Ones that survivors can't just jump up. Like a higher fencing. That would be so much easier. Colossus can jump it, but a survivor can't. And that's how the height should be. The survivor has to use, like for tails or something, you have to use your ability. Make the fences bigger. Make the fences taller. So it's easier to navigate. Because that would be so much easier. Maybe add a whole area right here. And just put a big ass fence or something. Like, this, raise that area, raise here. Raise over here. And over here, raise it up. So that way you could get to that side much easier. Or add a bridge or something with invisible walls to stop you from going either which way. And for Cream and Tails, they should just not be able to fly underwater or glide. That is stupid. They should just immediately just go straight to the bottom. That is just dumb. Alright, well, getting to the exit isn't that bad. But if you're going to add this stupid fucking area, I think you should add it so the water rises up. The water will keep rising, rising and rising, rising and keep on rising until it gets to, like, I don't know, this part. This area is how far the water should rise. So no matter where you are, it's going to be difficult to, like, not drown. Ugh. Go back. It would be so much easier if you were able to just add some kind of... There's not much else I can do for you, OM devs. You've really fucked this up. You fucked this map up. I'm sorry I have to say it to you. I'm sorry I'm the one to tell you this, but you have fucked up a map, and it's really difficult to fix it from here. With my expertise, at least, in map building. You know, you could just follow my other idea and just keep the non-Green Hill rework as another map. Because I don't get what is confusing about reworking the map that's already alright, in my opinion. There's also a glitch over here. When I was trying to get up here. Something about that. So when you try and climb up here. Oh. I think some areas This area should be closed off with a big, like, that should be stretched over here, like a big wall. So they have to go through this way to get to the other side. Where else can I fix it? What else can I do to fix this stupid ass map? You know what? I got a good idea for Colossus. A little particle like this thing, why don't you just make some parts of the map destructible? Like a sign, Colossus can just charge through it. How is he getting stopped by a sign? That, if you hit it enough times, it will probably come down. Or Colossus can throw off areas from like, or Colossus can throw off I warned you. Well, since people want to be retarded, I guess I'll have to keep doing this. So, Colossus, what if you can destroy this bridge, or any bridge for that matter? He can destroy the bridge and cut off gaps for survivors. Or maybe this pole right here, he can knock down trees. He can be an indestructible force. Or maybe, fuck, hell, he can kill springs. He can destroy them. That would be very bad for survivors, having one of your springs goes off. Now that would be incredibly good. Because let's say a Silver's trying to get up here, but he can't. He can't get up here. This area is pretty okay, I guess. I don't care, I'm making a video. This can just go down in like 2 swipes or something. Colossus can be the destructive force he's always meant to be. That's what he always was. The bridge here is okay, but, well, there's not much I can really do. Why is it? That should be fixed already. Add like a bunch of trees that can be blocking that way. And then you can... Because that would be so much easier. And I get... Isn't Colossus supposed to be a hulking monster? A demon, a god. Why should this stop him? I'm running out of time here now. There's not much I can really do here first. Unless you raise this area up. Raise this lower area up to like a better significant point. If you raise it, there would be less of an issue, probably. I think I've just about finishing the video. When you're like escaping, you're going through this way. Tell me why you have to go through that way and then go through this way. It's so stupid. That's always nice in my opinion. Where else? It'd be cool if you couldn't go in here, that's nice. But still, some areas should be closed off or breakable if you're willing to use one of your abilities. You know, like an MX in Pillar Chase, where he can destroy walls? Well, let's say Sonic has an ability he can use to destroy something. He can use his spin dash and go into the wall, hit it 3 times, boom, bada bang, the wall is destroyed, he can now access it again. Or someone like Tails, or Silver, or Eggman. They can literally rebuild the stuff you've knocked down. Let's say Colossus destroys a spring. Tails can come in and fix it. And that is how I would fix Hill. On to the next map. On to the final map until I start talking with you about survivor balancing. Alright, this will be an interesting one. You see this right here? You see this little torch? Now, tell me, once I go into it, what will happen? What is that called, ladies and gentlemen? It's called physics. It's called Colossus not being a heavyweight and a tiny, little, scrumptious little man. You see how he slided through that? You see how this is indestructible? You see how these are the terms Colossus isn't familiar with? Supposedly to the OM devs. I get it. I guess making a new model about destroying something is a little too problematic. Or, you know, destroying springs. Having the likelihood of this character actually making a difference. Like, why can't I do that? Why is this a thing? Why can't I just run into the tree? It's not like Green Hill had this problem. You could just run right into the trees and they wouldn't care. Like that. It's not like this is normal, right? No, this is very normal, right? OM devs, I'm sure you think the same, apparently. If you're going to make Colossus actually worth playing on this map specifically, then you might as well make sure he leaves a dent in the hitboxes he's playing in. Because Colossus can't even do anything with these trees. Besides, you know, not walk through them because he can't. Like in Hill, like in the non-reworked Hill, he was able to walk through anything. You could do anything with him. But now, he can't. Because there's a hitbox that he's actually, like, going with. And that's what messes people up all the time. That is always what people mess up on. And you know what? This area right here, why is there an invisible wall here? Just make this area walk-throughable. Just make it so you can walk through this area. It's stupid. Does that matter? And Colossus can barely fit through here because his hitbox is so big. I'm not saying Colossus needs a hitbox change. I'm saying just make some areas destructible. Let's go to a spring, shall we? Let me find a fucking spring first. There's areas around here. Colossus can climb that. Okay, good. Can Colossus climb this? Good. Alright, good. Can Colossus climb maybe this? No. Mostly because there's a little dent there. There's a dent here. Right here. Why does this exist? Why does it have to exist? It doesn't need any purpose. Let's see where else we can go. That's what I'm talking about. Colossus should be destroying these torches. He should not be held back by them just because they exist. He should be knocking them down. And the fact you can't just model it breaking in half with a little wood break sound effect is absolutely ridiculous. Otherwise, this game isn't healthy. This game is incredibly difficult. This game will forever be incredibly difficult if you don't do what the community, me, is telling you. Because I actually have good ideas, and I'm not stupidly retarded like your community. No offense. Sometimes. A bit of offense, yes. Fuck you. Look at this. Look at this. I get it, Colossus is huge, but that doesn't mean a torch should stop him. A torch should be knocked down by his mere presence. And the fact Colossus isn't able to glide makes sense, I guess. I'm not going to go over that, I guess. I guess the rest here is fine. What else can be changed about this? I'm just gonna go back. These areas are slightly difficult to go after. Okay, what if Colossus, what if I was in a round, I was smashing that, and then it broke? Who can come fix it? Eggman or Tails? They can come and fix the spring. They can come and fix it, so now it's usable again. Or even upgrade it. That's what Eggman can do. Eggman isn't entirely helpless. He should be able to help his team. He should be a support character as long as a survivalist. Like maybe come with a hammer or something, so he can fix up stuff. Or maybe give Metal Sonic a boost. A hammer would do loads for him. Yeah. The emerald is not that bad, I guess. There's not much else here. Besides that water area, what else can be fixed here? Alright, let's say I'm Colossus, and I want to go up there. How am I going to do that, you may ask? Simple. That area right there is what basically helps me. But I can also do this shit. Now that doesn't seem very fair, is it? I don't know why you gotta do this to us. I get it, you love listening to your community, but I'm literally the inspiration of your community right now. I'm literally asking you what you can actually do to fix your stupid game. It's not stupid, I love Outcome Memories. I take it back, I'm sorry. Okay, that's some... But still, something like this, Like, I don't get it, man. Alright, let's say I'm charging through here. Wait, oops. Yo, get out the way, bro. Alright. I can literally smack it, I can hit it, and it will come down just like that. That would be an easier way to take care of shit like this. For the trees, I prefer if you just walk through them, ignore them altogether. That would be so much easier. Outcome Memories devs, listen to me right now. I am helping you. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you make your game better. I guess this area right here doesn't seem all that bad. Let me just get back up to it. I mean, you do have to go this way, and then boom. So, alright, let's say I'm charging through here. I see Sonic over there, okay? Sonic looks like a prime target. Alright, so I want to charge through here. Alright, so what is the issue here, boys and girls? What is that? You're right, it's a torch. It's a torch. A torch that should be, you know, broken down by a humongous beast. But I guess not, according to the Outcome Memories devs. The least you can do is do that. Or at least add areas like that. Alright, I think we can move on to the next map, I think. But I think you should fix your springs so when Colossus hits one, he can break it or destroy it. He can literally just destroy a spring. And Tails and Eggman can come fix it. So that way their teammates can keep using it. That would be so much easier. And that would make Colossus more of a threat. Because he's actually able to destroy things. Or hell, throw survivors after using grab. You can throw a survivor at another survivor when using grab. If you hit like the M1, this little button, and then that button at the same time. No, not at the same time, but once you press that button a fifth time, and then, okay, let's say I grab someone. Boom, I just grabbed Sonic. Boom, 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 boom. And then I can throw him at Silver or something. That's literally what he can do. He should be able to throw survivors at other survivors. Or just throw them at a wall or something. I don't know. I prefer if you did, though. Alright, now we can move on to survival. This will be interesting. So, Silver. This guy is a support and survivalist, so he is going to be doing some numbers. Suspension, for example. It doesn't hold you down. Or zoom in the camera like Tripwire, so you can have a better, easy hit on the killer. Like, maybe like this or something, I don't know. So like, let's say I miss. Boom, see? Now see what happens. See, I can equip it for a 5-second cooldown. That is bullshit. Make it like 10 seconds. So if you miss, let's try again. So if I do hit, boom. Alright. 30, 35. Alright. Done. Okay, so he can sometimes stun, but the rock is a little difficult. If you're going to make suspension, see? Suspension's already on cooldown. That is bullshit. Alright, like a 20-second cooldown should fit. "20-second cooldown on suspension. Maybe even 30. Because his other abilities help him a lot more. Okay, that's a lot more different. The rock. And look at that, already on cooldown. But now I have no ability test, which I guess is pretty cool. No, I don't think they need to do my guy that dirty. The fly should be on a cooldown for 2 whole minutes. 2 minutes is way too long. It should always go on for a longer time. A longer time, like maybe 3 seconds, 3-second flight. But a 50-second cooldown instead of a 2-minute one. Or the more, you know, this down here, the psychic meter, whatever that fuck it's called, it should also be draining the psychic meter when you use flight. If it's going to be that powerful. Just like every other ability. But with suspension should at least drain 45 USP. Time reversal should drain, it can drain all of it, I don't really care. And rock, 1, 2, 3. I don't know, that's something like that. Okay, that's a bullshit cooldown. But every rock thrown should at least miss or hit should at least deal 20 ESP. Time reversal, I don't really give a fuck how much it does. But the fact you can cancel it is such a bullshit move. Boom! Oh my gosh, I missed my suspension. I just gotta wait another second and I can do it right again. Boom! Do that. Okay, that's not bad, I guess. But still, the flight shouldn't be that terrible. It should go on for, like, longer. But it also drains your own little ESP meter. Alright, let's say I hit. Boom. Well, now I can just do it again. I think that's a good way to balance Silver. At least make his rock throw at least 30, somewhere around 30 seconds, like 29. 29 to 30 seconds. Time reversal, though. If you're going to be able to make it so that you can cancel the ability, yeah, put it on like a solid 35-second cooldown. Maybe even 32. 32-second cooldown. That would save it. That would save it. Make it better. I don't give a fuck. yeah, that's basically how I would balance Silver. Now onto Blaze. So now we're gonna try Blaze. Though there probably won't be much to talk about with her anyways, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But I'm sure someone else would be able to talk about Tripwire for me. Alright, so first we're gonna talk about her. What the fuck is this gonna? Weird. Alright, so basically, the burning javelin, alright? The burning javelin. I can throw it. 15, that's not bad, that's not bad at all. And when I jump up, I gain a soul dash. I'm on the ground, it's just a kick. Which gives me 45. No, 35. Don't kill. So I pause the timer. And that's what it can do. I don't think, you know what? I think it should be able to stack. Blaze's round kick should be able, so she can gain more fire. Let's say Metal Sonic pushes Tripwire into a wall, alright? Then I can come in and boom! Gain some more fire. But not will it affect the stuns along, like the stun. It won't make the stun any longer than it has before. It will still say the same 5-second stun that Metal gave him, or her. Just get rid of stun stacking at this point. Or at least allow the killer to break away from the stun stacking. Like have a chance of escapism. Because like stun stacking was probably the most idiotic idea I think they ever could have came up with. By far. Okay, 35, that's not terrible. I think Blaze should be able to stun stack, and I'd say her burning javelin should be able to a little bit shorter to maximize range, or to at least maximize the potential of her ability. And with Soul Kick, it does cause a fire effect sometimes, I think, but with it having a fire ability, I think that fire should last for a little bit longer. But until it goes away, the killer is able to receive a speed boost. One thing about Silver is that if he is ever hit while flying, he immediately cancels the ability and he gets a big speed boost. And I think that should be easier to understand him. But Soul Flame should also be easy to understand. Soul Flame, Roundhouse Kick. Blaze technically has 4 abilities, but 2 of them are manageable and 2 of them aren't. I wonder how she does that, man. That's scary. Okay, so it's basically a longer version. But yeah, I think that's about it. Blaze seems pretty decent on her own, but allowing her to stun stack and lowering her cooldowns, and maybe making her burning javelin slightly bigger, like the hitbox for it, so it's easier to hit targets, then that would be a lot easier to deal with. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to have a fun time talking more about Killer because I really like him a lot. But, since I've never played Tripwire, nor have any experience with her, I don't think I'll be talking about her, really. Though I know her landmines are pretty okay. But, she shouldn't be allowed to place them near bodies. Moving bodies, at least. Or Eggman, at least. But I think some killers should be able to disable certain parts of a map. Like Colossus, able to slash at springs and destroy them, and then Tails and Eggman can come in and destroy and fix them. All in all, I think it should be okay. Other than that, I think that was a good video, and I really hope this gets to the OM team, because they need to hear this. They need to hear what my suggestions are, and how they can fix this game, how they can save 0.2. Credits could be provided.